Hey, brother. I'm really grateful that you're here right now.
Hey, I got one question for you. What does brotherhood mean to you?
Let me tell you what brotherhood means to me. Growing up, my dad used to always say, look at your brother. He's all you're gonna ever have. Look out for each other, protect each other, love each other. And I don't think I really understood what he meant back then, but I do now. I learned how important brotherhood was when I went through a divorce years ago. My entire world got flipped upside down. It wasn't the divorce itself, it was all the relationships around you. And I realized there's two different types of men that show up for you in your life. Those men that had my back, they flew in from out of town, they drove from across the city, even when I didn't even ask them. And then I had other guys that I thought had my back. And right then and there, I made a decision. I'm no longer allowing weak men in my life. I want men of purpose, of faith, of passion, a man that knows the direction that he's going in. You know, and if it wasn't for some of these brothers, I might have ended up in a bigger tailspin. They reminded me who I was. They reminded me of my brand. They reminded me of my vision. And as I went through that whole situation, I realized I need more real brothers in my life. So question for you, brother, who reminds you about you?
So let me tell you what brotherhood means to me. It starts with a tattoo that I actually have on my back that says, he's not heavy, he's my brother. Now the saying comes from me playing sports. I may be a child of 5, but I'm about 10 years younger than my next brother. So we didn't really grow up together. So the people that really came into sports, especially football, were my brothers, and that is where that statement came from. Because our coach used to always say, every single play, you need to pick up somebody. That there's no place where we're gonna sit here and argue with each other about what someone did or did not do. It is your job to pick up the slack. Comes to the statement, he's not heavy, he's my brother. And what that means to me when it comes to brotherhood is that there's no matter what happens, the down times, the things that may not go well, that you still lift that person up and help them become to the next level. You don't just point fingers at them and say, look at you, look how bad your life is, look how those things are. You don't do that. You step in where you need to step in and you lift the weight because that weight is not heavy. He is your brother. And those are the kind of people I want to be around. And that's what brotherhood means to me. That you don't have to be perfect. You have to be you. And that we are here to lift you up because we're your brothers and you're not heavy.
I had two great parents. My mom worked at home raising me and my brother, and my dad worked a family body shop. I grew up blue collar, working on cars. You know, when you're younger, you don't know what you don't know. But as I started to get older, I realized the sanctity of brotherhood and how important it is. How important it is to be around men that challenge you, that push you, that motivate you, and inspire you to be the best version of who you are. And truthfully, I was a little spoiled with it. You know, I played sports, I had a great brother, but I realized how rare brotherhood actually is. So I decided to do something I haven't done in a long time because I've been burned, and that was run an ad. But I believe something bigger than I ever have before, and that was brotherhood. You know, growing up, I had an incredible brother. He always had your back. You never questioned whether he had your back or not. He said the best things about you behind your back, and he talked shit to your face. And as I ran this ad, my inbox blew up overnight. I couldn't even respond to all the messages. It was guys saying, yes, I need a brother. It was guys saying, I need a place where I can go that high-level business owners understand. I need a place where I can go hang out and have fun, but still feel like I'm networking. I need a place where I feel like people have my back. I need a place where I feel like I can put my mask down and not worry about being vulnerable in fear that people might judge who I am. And men who actually understand what it feels like to carry the weight of a business, of a family, and a legacy, and feel like they don't have to do it all by themselves. In one Brotherhood event, this guy came in by the name of Dominic Bradley, and he had changed the Brotherhood forever.
So the way that I got introduced to the Brotherhood is actually, I feel like the way a lot of people get introduced to the Brotherhood now is, I was here in my area and I really didn't know how to meet other people. And I didn't just want to go to some business group where we talked about business and we went over all of those types of things. I wanted to actually do some things. So I see this guy in a pool. So I was very intrigued somebody was able to do that. And I ended up coming to Travis's Brady's house and seeing, you know, him for the first time and people that he was around, and really getting to know other members that were getting ready to start or other people around him. And I just liked the feel that it was more than just business. It was a brotherhood type feeling. And I actually met him because we ended up playing cornhole against each other. I could get into that story, but I got some other ones. I'm gonna let him tell that story. But
whooped my ass in cornhole. We got talking and we asked the question, what do elite business owners need? What kind of brotherhood is missing out in the world? And from there, the Brotherhood was born.
we get into cornhole, and after that we ended up really connecting and really seeing what was there. And he asked me some deep questions, you know, questions that I haven't been asked, like how am I doing really, you know? How am I carrying the weight of being a man in the moment and stuff like that? And I feel like no one ever really asked you those questions, and I felt intrigued by that and wanting to be around a group of men that were different. And I haven't been around it since I played college sports, because once you get into the real world, those opportunities rarely happen. So I came in and I was like, hey, I want to be able to bring everything I have to this brotherhood as well, and how can I come and contribute? Once that happened, I got an opportunity to experience and be around other men who are growing their business, learning about life from the beginning, to people who were 10 years ahead of me, people who've already created businesses, from people who are just getting started. And in that process, I realized that, you know, we're more than just a brotherhood, we're also a mastermind. We're gonna put all of our thoughts together and we're gonna bring this brotherhood to a mastermind type conversation, because it's not just about the fun, but it's about getting around other men and business owners who are going through the same stuff, who understand what it is to carry a family or understand what it is to carry a business. That's really what brought me to where we are today, which is partnering, being one of the co-founders, is bringing something different to what was there. And we really ask the same of our members. It's not just what you can get from us, but what can you bring to the table? And I was willing to bring everything I had to be around a good group of men to excel me, who expected more from me than myself, who held me accountable in different ways and really brought me to the next level. And someone I can have truth, honest conversations about what it is to be in business. And for that, that's where the brotherhood is now evolved into where we're going nationwide. And I'm super excited, if you're watching this video, to kind of learn where we started and how we got here. And man, I appreciate you for your time just by watching the video. We know most of you are busy just like us, and to take the time to grow and learn with us, I appreciate it.
So what does brotherhood mean to me? It's everything. It's a code. And we call this the Brotherhood Code. How do you know you have a real brother? First rule is, a brother will say the best things about you behind your back and talk shit to your face. A brother will call you to a higher level purpose and remind you who you are. A brother builds your faith in God while we trust God's faith in us. And the most important one, a brother will always feel like they can be a better brother.
Me and my brother used to go about having this conversation, and I've had many brothers, as you know. I think the brothers you mean in brotherhood and your actual brothers. One of someone who's played in every single game with me up for 3 years straight, and we've felt like we were closer than ever. We used to always have these statements that we would make to each other, and I was, you know, doubting it, or he was doubting a situation. He would always say, man, I don't know if we got it. I don't know if we got it. And I would always say to him, I don't know if we got it. I don't know. But no matter what, brother, I got you.
And I was like, nah, man, we got it. and I got you. Man, to have a brother that has your back, and you could do anything. You could do anything. And to hear that from him and to feel the sincerity, man, it'll change your brother. And that's what we want to bring to you, because it's brotherhood first.
Business second.
We believe in the sanctity of brotherhood. We are a brand of brothers. We got it.
And I got you.
So that's what brotherhood means to me.
But before I go,
Welcome to the Brotherhood.